Hi guys, this is Sakshi, your educator on Unacademy, and I'm back with yet another lesson on the daily course to learn new root words to expand your vocabulary. So let us begin with our today's lesson. It's presented by me, Sakshi Saluja, your educator on Unacademy. This is a small slide about me. I'm an MBA postgraduate. I'm a freelance content writer by profession. If you like my lessons and if they are helping you in any way whatsoever, please follow me on this link on Unacademy. If you have any doubts, any feedbacks you would like to give about the lesson, or otherwise if any other root word you want me to include in my lessons, please post your suggestions in the comment section, because I'm trying to move alphabetically on the root words, and whichever root words I find important from the aspect of examinations, from the aspect of knowledge gaining, I try to include them in my lessons. But if you think that some other root word also, if I have missed out, it must also be included in the lessons, do let me know. I will try to include that also for you. Also, once you are done with the lesson, do not forget to rate, review, recommend and share the lesson among maximum people. So our today's root word is C-U-R or C-O-U-R. Okay, cur or cur. Both will be called cur, but the spelling is different, and both will mean something related to running, okay, or a course, okay, a course, a syllabus of something. That what a list of something, not list exactly, but a course of something. Okay, it'll be more clear when you see the words which we have used, which we have taken in this lesson. Our first word for today is cursory. Okay, cursory has the root word C-U-R in the starting, and cursory means a basic thing, and therefore it is not thorough and detailed. Okay, so when you use the word cursory glance, okay, then you mean to say it's a very nice way of saying I just gave a cursory glance. That is, you just saw, but you did not see the minute details of a particular thing, but you just saw and you looked away. Okay, so just to see for a second and look away, that is cursory glance. Okay, that is a cursory glance. Cursory can be anything which is quick and which has not involved any detailed observation. Okay, so that is inattentive. Okay, something which is inattentive, unthoughtful. You have not thought too much, you have not paid attention to a thing, you just have seen and looked away. Okay, so that's cursory. So how is it related to the root word? Because it's a running thing. Okay, you were just running, you gave a running glance at something. So that's how it is related to the root word. So I have used it in a sentence. She made several cursory attempts at learning to speak French. She has never had the self-discipline to get past the basics. So because she has made cursory attempts, that is, she has made such attempts which have not been attentive, she has not paid attention to learning French, that is why up till now she is stuck on the basics only. She has not moved from there. Okay, so had she given a good shot, had she given a proper attempt at learning French, she would have learned better up till now. But now, up till now, because of her half-hearted attempts, because of her cursory attempts, she is still stuck at the basic level of French. So that is what it means, and this is how you can use it. Our next word for today is discourse. Now, discourse has this root word in the middle, okay? And discourse is basically a written or spoken communication or a debate or a long running speech, okay? As you can see, it is directly related to the root word. It's a long running speech. So whether it is written or it is spoken communication, either ways it is a discourse, okay? I have used it in a sentence. A major disadvantage of online discourse is that people can often say what, alright. So under anonymity, the people can say whatever they want to. So because they don't, under anonymity, nobody will know that who has said it, okay. So they can give long discourses, online discourses under anonymity. So obviously that can also be true for the chats. Okay, the the online chats, when you do on online messengers, then you can have a long discourse, okay, but you don't know the other the person on the other side is genuine or not. He might have made a fake ID and might be speaking to you, okay. So that is the disadvantage that they are talking about. So discourse is basically, the meaning has been brought about. The discourse is a written or spoken communication, okay. Our next word for today is precursor. Precursor is basically a person or something which precedes the other, okay, which indicates that the other is approaching, okay. Precursor to something, a forerunner who comes and tells you that this person is coming, or so and so thing is going to happen. So it's a precursor to something, okay. That is, you know in advance, because of that precursor, you know in advance what is going to happen. So the usage would be, the large dark cloud was precursor of an upcoming storm, okay. So because you saw the large dark cloud, you knew that it was leading to the storm. After this, the storm will come. So that is the large dark cloud is the precursor to the storm. So this is how you can use it. And since it is, you know, indicating something running, something comes running to you and tells you, so that cloud came and you know that it's going to be a storm after this. So that's our next word for today is cursive. Now cursive is the cursive writing that we talk about. It's a flowing writing which is joined, okay. The characters are joined in a cursive writing. So when you are in the initial stages of your education, you are taught cursive writing in those classes. So the cursive writing basically is to join and write, okay. You learn to join and write. Although some people also who have good handwriting, they can write, you know, they have the art of calligraphy in them. So what they do is that they also take up professions related to cursive writing. So I have used it in a sentence on the same meaning. His knack of cursive writing gave him a job to write names of invitees in the invitation card. So he was just a, you know, a student, and part-time because he has a knack of cursive writing, so that's why he is also doing this. So a part-time income, okay, for part-time job. So that's how you can use the word cursive, and because it is related to the running handwriting, okay, running handwriting, that is why it is related to the root word. Our next word for today is curriculum. Now curriculum has a root word CUR in the starting, as you can see, as a prefix, and curriculum is the course, the entire course which will be offered to the student in a particular subject. Now you must have heard the term curriculum in the school. So curriculum is nothing but the entire course of a particular thing. So in the history curriculum, the class will be studying Egyptian culture, wars and leaders. Okay, so that means in the history curriculum, the course of the history subject would be so and so. Okay, so that's how you use the word. For example, this course of English language that I have designed for you, I have decided that your curriculum would be the learning of root words, so that you can learn new words which emanate from those root words. So that is your curriculum in this course. Okay, so this is how you design the course of a particular thing. So that's the meaning of curriculum, and as you have seen that the meaning of the root word means either running or a course. So that's why we have this root word related to the root word. So this is all we have in this lesson. I hope the words were very clear to you. Try finding more words with CUR and COUR. I hope they will be clear to you and you will be able to make more sentences on those words as well. If you face any problems, please post your queries in the comment section. In my next lesson, I'll be back with another root word. Until then, keep learning, keep growing. Thanks for watching.